Next, we'll have multiplication and division of complex numbers. Now, when we multiply and divide complex numbers, again, we are going to treat them the way we treat binomials. So, for example, we have here the quantity of 4 plus 5i times the quantity of 2 minus 3i. Again, we're going to make use the FOIL method, or we're going to distribute the, to get the product of these complex numbers. So we are going to multiply again 4 plus 4 times 2. That will give us 8. 4 times negative 3i will give you a negative 12i. And then we have 5i times 2 will give you 10i. And then 5i times negative 3i will give you negative 15i squared. Now, next is we are going to combine like terms. So negative 12i plus 10i is just negative 2i. And remember that I is equal to the square root of the negative 1. So if we have I squared, this is just equal to negative 1. Now, here we have I squared, right? So this is just equal to negative 15 times the negative 1. And that will give us positive 15. That is why we have here 8 minus 2i plus 15. Then simplify further, we can actually combine 8 and 15. That will give us 23. So our final answer will be 23. Let me just create a small box here. Alright, so our final answer will be 23 minus 2i. Next, multiply the quantity of negative 6 plus I times the quantity of 3 plus 2i. The same method, we are going to distribute. So we'll have negative 6 times 3 will give us negative 18. Negative 6 times 2i is negative 12i. And then I times 3 will give us 3i. And then I times 2i will give us 2i squared. Then again, the same thing, simplify and combine like terms. So negative 12i plus 3i is just negative 9i. And the same here, I squared is negative 1. So negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Then combine like terms, negative 20 minus 20, negative 18 minus 2 will give us negative 20 minus 9i. This will be our final answer. Alright, we'll have two more examples. Example number 3. So we have the quantity of 7 plus I times 6, the quantity of 6 plus 5i. So again, distribute, simplify, and then combine like terms. So 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 5i is 35i. And then I times 6 is 6i. And then I times 5i is 5i squared. Combine like terms and simplify. So we have 35i plus 6i will give us 41i. Then again, I squared is negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. So we will have 42 minus 5 is 37 plus 41i. So that will be our final answer. Next, the quantity of 9 minus I times the quantity of 9 plus I. So again, distribute. We have 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times I is 9i. I times negative I times 9 is negative 9i. Negative I times I is negative I squared. Simplify. We have 81. This will be cancelled out. 9i minus 9i is 0. So we have 91. Again, I squared is negative 1 times negative. That will give us positive 1. So our answer will be 81 plus 1 is 82. Alright. So again, that is for multiplication of complex numbers.